Well, good morning everybody. Well, we're here today in Kirkby and Ashfield again. We're just walking down an old street called Portland Street, where right behind us at the bottom of here, there used to be old sidings, train tracks going towards Summit Pit. Why we're here today is not because we're staying here. We're off today to a new location, but for today's video, it's a surprise. I'm not telling you till we get there. Follow me. All I will say is we'll be following old railway lines, disused. At some time, guys, we'll also go past some old streets of Kirkby. Them houses were still there back in the day. When down here on the left there used to be a pond hole. There was a bit of wasted land here, and it was called Pond Street because of that, because of the clay that was used from the brickworks that was around here. So somewhere around here would have been what was called a pond hole. These buildings here, these houses there, were already there. All of this is new. Around here on the left there used to be a milk dairy, and there was also the post office around here somewhere. I think not far from that telephone post. Around here was the post office. So we're going to do a video soon as well about the different streets in Kirkby, because there's a lot of them that have changed slightly. But there's a lot of memories of people that used to live here. So hello to everybody who was born on Pond Street. This little building here, Great Centre. I've mentioned it before, but I don't think I put it on a video before. Does a lot for local community right here on Pond Street. Also at the bottom of the streets were the railway sidings. Not too sure what was here, but I know right at the top on the corner there was a sweet shop. Kirkby, as you know, had a lot of churches, and right at the bottom of Pond Street there was also a chapel. A lot of things on a small stretch of road here in Kirkby and Ashfield. But anyway, the streets of Kirkby will come another day. Today we're off to Sheep's Lane? Something like that. Not too far from Sutton, and not too far from Sutton Lawn. And what we're going to do today, we're going to go on a little walk. We're going to find some ruins of an old mill, and then we're going to walk around and try and spot where an old railway line went as well, because there is a little bridge where the railway line went. And when we get there, we'll give you a bit more information about that. But yeah, I've just come from Pond Street, an old street in Nottingham. An old street in Kirkby. I do apologise. I'm from Nottingham. Maybe I need a coffee and wake up a bit. We'll do that first. Thank you to new subscribers. But today, it's only a little video following old railway lines, following historic mills. Come on, let's go and have a look. Well, we're on it's called Sheep, well, we've just come off what's called Sheep Wash Lane. Sheep Wash. That says it all, doesn't it, in the name? Sheep Wash. We're heading towards Sutton Lawn, okay? Now, we're not too sure if down here there was any railway lines, but I do know that if you cut right down there, there's a little bridge where it seems to me that there was something, but I'm not too sure what it was. I've tried to look on local maps, I can't find anything. So all I can think of, it might have been some little line that linked with the factories in this area, possibly to do with the Lean Valley extension. I'm not too sure, guys. And even where we are now, this bit here, you could argue that some railway came this way.
That was Northern Line, wasn't it? Where Asda is.
Yeah.
This was the one where...
Oh, was the one near here?
Yes.
Okay.
We had 3 railway lines, we had 3 stations. So there was Sutton Junction.
Yeah.
So you know where...
Yeah, I've been down there.
Yeah, so Sutton Junction railway line. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
And then the Northern Northern Bridge was the main one in Sutton town.
Afterwards, we're going to go back in that direction. We're going to go to Sutton Lawn, where the infamous old ruins of a mill are. We'll talk to you a little bit more about Samuel Unwin when we're down that side. But if you look on either side of here, you can see like a bank that's going down. For me, this looks like an old railway cutting. Bank here on either side. It's quite high. Was there maybe a railway down there? Here's this little bit here that I want to show you. What was here? Because right now where we are, just here guys, is what looks like a railing where there would have been either a railway underneath here, or this was the railway itself, because on either side we've got the bridge. We've got the evidence of this bridge here, indicating to me that there was a railway. Look, there's more evidence again. There's the brickwork, the purpley black brickwork. Someone down there, so I'm not going down there. Maybe someone's sleeping rough. Definitely someone down there. Hello? Urbex's a YouTuber, not here for any trouble. Hello? I saw someone lying down there. We'll have to come back. Anyway, so that's a great little find there, guys, really is. Perfect example of the industry of railway lines in this area. So, let's head towards Sutton Lawn. We're going to try and find that old ruin. Another mill. There was a lot of mills near the River Mourne and the lakes around this area. People like Sir Arkwright was famous around Cromford. Around here was Samuel Unwin. Go and check it out. So as you know guys, Arkwright was the inventor of the water spinning machine, the framework water machine along the canals, etc. And it was Samuel Unwin who brought the technology to Sutton and opened his first factory at Sutton Lawn, where the ruins are. And a bit further down there, there's actually an old mill which is now converted into residence, and we'll show you that. But before we get there, we're going to go across here onto Sutton Lawn itself. Follow me. Well, Samuel Unwin brought the mills here between the 1780s and the 1830s. That bridge that we saw, I've just been told, is just a farmer's bridge. The livestock and cattle used to come underneath that bridge, where there's someone there sleeping. I hope they're okay, by the way. I should have gone and really said hello. I do like to help the local community, but I don't know what state they're in. However, that bridge we saw under there is where the livestock and farm stuff went. And like the two gentlemen told me, they have fond memories of catching the trains there and also walking down here in the past. They also told me that Sutton had 3 stations, as we already know, okay? There's the one near where the North Station now, where more or less Asda is. There was another one where Square Grip over there, there's an area where the 3 lines used to meet. There's another station around there somewhere, which was the Central Station. And then there was, of course, Sutton Junction. So there was 3 in Sutton. We're just going to head over now towards the mill, the ruins of the mill, that is, here at Sutton Lawn Park. Follow me. So just behind here, guys, we've got what was one of Samuel Unwin's, I don't want to get too close because I think it's residential now, one of his mills, which is now residential, as I just said. And right here nearby was what was called Sutton Hall. It was like a little castle just here on the right hand side, but all we have left is ruins. Here's a little bit of the ruin just here, guys. I do apologise, it wasn't a castle, but it was a castle style hosiery here, a cotton mill right next to Sutton Lawn Lakes, as you can see them just up here. Also got a little bit of wall here on the left hand side. Not too sure what that was exactly. Was that part of another building around here? Was there another building right here? Or was this just a boundary? Either way, you can see the outside of where this concrete mill was, and the wall goes round here, and I'll show you there's a little bit more ruin on the other side as well. But it was here where it all began. It was here where Samuel Unwin predominantly opened one of his first mills. And we can see the ruins of it just here, guys. And like I said, it was like a castle style building, and we've still got a little bit of work there, brickwork on the right hand side just here. Can we see that? Look at that. I can see some steps there going up. Beautiful. Unfortunately, we've got some graffiti going on there. Would be nice to try and get a drone up here, if anyone could, so we can see exactly what's over that wall. Because unfortunately, I can't really see. I think it's mainly residential. Oh, we have a jump. Hey! But yeah, so we've got the old ruins here of one of the first mills in the area of Samuel Unwin. And then, was it all linked together? This is the question I have. It's quite possible that that building that you can see down there, which was also one of his mills, was all this linked together? I reckon so, because here we've got the old wall. Although we've got like a boundary there, I'd bet on the fact that that building over there was linked to this one here. Great little find. It's actually his residence here, but as you know, one of the cotton mills was here as well, and I don't know why he did it in a castle style, but he did, and it looked like a castle. And just behind there at the bottom, I don't know if you can see here, probably not, let's switch the camera around, we can see evidence of some kind of factory just over that side. But like I say, a lot of this is now private land, so I don't want to film too much. But what a place to open a mill. A cotton mill right next to Sutton Lawn Lakes. And this is a beautiful spot. Here is now used as fishery. People come here to fish. But yeah, that is some beautiful location to have your residence here and the main mill in the area. And then there ended up being many more. He constructed many more along the River Morn. So we're going to walk around here, guys, and we're going to go and try and find the exact location of some other buildings in the area. Some of them which are here, some of which are not anymore. And I'm not fishing today, guys, but I'm coming to see just what it looks like and feels like to stand here. We've got a swan on the way. Hello, Mr. Swan. How are you? Good morning. Beautiful. I haven't got any food, but if I had, I'd bring you some sweet corn. That's right, sweet corn. A lot of people think, oh, why don't you give it bread? Well, I'll tell you why I don't give it bread. Because sweet corn is much better for the swans than any bread is. I don't know if you know that, but that is factual. And they also can have other things as well. But sweet corn they absolutely love, and it's good for them. So yeah, beautiful lake down here. Beautiful. Look at that. Stunning. Tranquil. Corn. Just coming back this way because we saw a bit of war down there, which I believe belonged to the old Sutton Hall. Now, what I want to know is the mill here. Was the mill, obviously it was a cotton mill, but did they use the water here? I'm assuming they did. And this is linked to the Mourne River as well. But what I want to know is, was there a hall here as well as the mills? So the mills are down there. Was there a hall here as well? And is that what he made into what looks like a castle style? Now, the lake itself, I believe, was man-made much earlier. But I want to know if any of these walls down here are related to the actual structure. So when I see like a door there and what could have been a bit of wall sticking out, maybe right here, including this wall, maybe it was all to do with the structure. And we've got steps here, we've got different brickwork going on here. Maybe all of this here where we are right now, all of it was part of the old hall. Maybe it was here and then the mill behind. I'd really like to find out this, but I can't find it anywhere. I've looked on a lot of different places and simply can't find any information. But there is evidence of walls here. Old walls, old boundaries. And really, if we really look into it, when you think it was around here somewhere, the hall and the mills, it makes sense that all of this is linked together. So if anyone knows, please comment below. I do stress this, but a lot of people don't seem to comment. Or it doesn't quite interest them, I don't know. All I know is absolutely beautiful around here. And we're going to go and check another remain of the lake, sorry, of the mill, which is a dam that's on that side. There's not much else to see apart from these, what I call boundary walls. I'm not sure if they are 100% linked or not to the mill. Possibly or possibly not. So we're going to go on walking along here. Okay. Now here we've got some area where it's wider here. And as you know, just behind there, guys, is where the railway line went that we were on earlier. But we don't have the connection part to it anymore. However, we do know that just down there is the extension bit where we were walking earlier. And then it linked onto the lake. Or did the railway line possibly go up this way? What we do know is it linked to Sutton Central. So the railway would have gone eventually to Sutton Central. Obviously we don't have the evidence exactly to prove where exactly the railway went, as we don't have the footpath, or do we? Is that a footpath behind there? Can't quite see from here, it could have been. So maybe it was around here. Yeah, maybe where we were earlier, maybe this is exactly where it came. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's very possible. So where there's like a cutting on the other side of that railway line that we saw where we walked on top of it earlier. Yeah, this is brilliant. So this would have been where it came after. Would have come up here and then up here to where Central Station, Sutton Central was. And as you know, there was a lot of branches that branched off as well. There was the extension line that went off to Kirkby Trail, which I'll show you in a minute, where there used to be an old factory. That began around here as well. But definitely here where we're walking now would have gone the line. Someone said to me it was a fishery line. Other people have told me it's just a branch of some of the railway lines in this area. As I say again, no one's told me exactly and I can't find it. So please, 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 I stress, I stress that you please let me know. So it's quite possible where we're walking now went the railway line. Now we're going to head back onto the lakeside for a minute, because I want to show you where the dam is, or was, as that is still here. Right, so somewhere along there is where the old line went. Now we're going to carry on walking alongside here. What we're going to do, okay guys, is we're going to try and find where there's still a little bit of a dam that's left. That was to do with the hall and mills around this area. Been a nice little walk today. This was unplanned walk, I have to say. I've come into the area because I'm doing something medically, and I've come down. See what I mean? All these kind of cut throughs here. For me, these cut throughs have some symbolic with nature, obviously, but quite possibly to do with old cuttings or where railway lines could have gone. Very easily they could have come through places like here. Probably the locals will know a little bit more than I do. This is why I try and stress people, please comment below. I'm going off map there, so I'm getting back onto the lake. Maybe this was the site of the hall. Now I'm pretty sure where I said. It's just pretty there, there's a bit of land there, but I don't think that's where it was, the hall. I really think it was where I said where the mill was. Right, so this area down here is being used for nesting birds, but I do believe as well it is where the dam was, or is. We might be able to see a bit of it. What I am noticing here is more bricks again, and what could have been some kind of a line here. It's hard to tell, guys. As I say, you the locals will probably know more. And there's a big area of nature here on the left hand side I've never spotted before. Wonder if the railway went up there then. There's definitely a line here. And then there was the other one that connected with Sutton Lawn, which is Sutton Lawn now, which is where the Kirkby trail began. That's also around here. And we hope to find that little bit of land where they used to go, near some old houses, and we'll end up where I think it was Northbridge station was. But yeah, just here, I believe it's just down here, where you can see a little bit of a fence there near the water. That's where the dam was. So the mill was on the other side, and around here somewhere was the dam. Or am I incorrect? Was the dam maybe on the other side? I don't know actually, now that I come to think about it. The dam possibly would have been on the other side. But all this area here is cordoned off. Nature area. Beautiful anyway here. Really like this place. Right. We'll find another bit of a wall down there. You mean that you know me and my walls? Another locals just told me they think the hall was here and not where I thought it was. So is it possible there was a hall around here and the mill's on the other side? But it was all part of Samuel Unwin. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of wall here. And if we can see that, let's get a bit closer. Just here. And then a bit further down we've got a bit more of a side of a wall. Was this part of the old hall? I really don't know. I really want to know, but I don't know. And it's bugging me, because I want to find out. And what have we got here? Got just bricks again. Anyone? Whatever it is, there was a hall here somewhere in this Sutton Lawn. Could well have been there. That's all that's left of it. That's a shame. Oh, there's a house behind there. Don't know, it could have well been here, the hall, guys. I don't know. Or was it part of the mill? That would make more sense if it was part of the mill. Anyway, we're going to carry on going up here. Stop up for a coffee. And then we're going to walk down the side of where there used to be an old factory. Walk along the side of some old... what have we got down there? We've got some old Victorian houses. It's where the old Kirkby trail would have gone, the beginning of it, to where the old station was even, which is now near Asda car park. It's a massive area, isn't it? This is where the fair was not long ago. But yeah, I'm just coming for a quick coffee here, and then I'm going to walk towards the station where the Great Northern Railway went. So at the top of this little lane here, okay, is where there is a bit of evidence, okay, of the old railway line. That's the same one that went eventually towards Emma Penny Way. Now, I've just been told where the actual Northern Railway line went. So we're going to go there now. This is epic. We found it. We're gonna actually show you where that bit of old bridge is. And then we're going to come back down this way and then follow the line where the Great Northern Line used to go. Epic. Follow me. So more or less where Aldi is now, we've got this wall here on the left hand side. Now if you look underneath, the old wall is railway wall, okay, and you might say, oh, you're just being geeky, but no, this is important, because what I'm trying to show you is right here somewhere there's also this bit here. Now this bit here is definitely old railway wall, and it goes across here all the way along here. It's literally all under here, and this is part of the old railway line. The railway line would have cut through here. There's my coffee. Would have cut through here more or less where the range is now. Was either underneath here. We can't get underneath here because there's a wall in the way now. But this is definitely old railway line. Or a bridge. Was the bridge here? That's possible. Something like that. But it was right here. That's all we got left of it. And then the line would have gone in that direction. And that's where we're going right now. Right here, guys, look at that. That's all part of the old railway bridge. Right here. Can you see? All under there. And as I say, the Great Northern Railway went on the side of where the lawn is now. I'm yet to find where the actual central station was, but I believe it was around here somewhere. Now, down here where we're going now, past Sutton Lawn, where it says Sutton Lawn, well, it says the lawn, would have gone the Northern Railway line. And it makes sense because the station we're going to show you now, where the station was called Sutton North. And that's where more or less Asda is, and where the Conservative Club used to be, where the car park is, etc. So yeah, just there. We're not too sure if the line, where we can see that bit of railway bridge, I'm not too sure if that was where the line went under or over. Or did it go across? Is the road there where the railway line came? Remember, one or two lines would have come, one from Sutton Junction, which is down there, and in the other direction eventually is Summit Pit. So I'm assuming some of the lines come from there as well, across Emma Penny Way. So what we're going to carry on doing now is walk along where the Great Northern Line would have gone, more or less along here, more or less on this side of Sutton Lawn. I've been looking for this way for a while. I'm on the right track, guys. Eventually, when we come through that estate there, with the old Victorian houses, we're going to reach the old master's house, which is now a derelict building, unfortunately. And we're going to see where there's a little cut through, where I showed you in a previous video, where the actual northern line went. Now, I'm pretty sure, guys, it's just around here. I've been looking for this for quite a while. So it went all the way down here, and it come out where, as I say, it's like a gutted building now. Was this wall anything to do with the old railway? Don't think so, because it looks different to me. Yeah, it definitely looks different to me. But right here is exactly the point where the line went. Right here where we are. The Great Northern Railway, which I believe is the same one that linked on to Kirkby eventually. Because if you go all the way down here, you end up on the Kirkby Trail. So here we have it, guys. We're walking on the old Great Northern Railway. Now, we're just going to come across now a street. Funny enough, it's called Bentinck Road or Bentinck Street, because they were named after the collieries in this area. It's been a nice little walk today. I do apologise for not finding where Sutton Hall was, but it was around here somewhere, so I may well have passed it today. So as we continue to come down here, there's a bit of land to the right you're going to see in a minute, which is cut off. And that bit of land is exactly where I was when I was doing a promo, but I was on the other side of that bit of land. I'll show you now. That's exactly right here where we are, where the Northern Railway line went. Here on the right hand side, that was the cutting where the Northern Railway line went. Right here, in this derelict land here. Just through there. So it would have been quite a small line, and we're going to show you that on the other side when we get to it. But yeah, this is Bentinck Street. Lovely little road. You can tell it's old houses, similar to houses that I found once actually in Hucknall. Old looking houses there. That looks like an old factory on the left. I could be wrong. And I think we're going to come out on Outram Street, which is one of the oldest streets in Sutton and Ashfield. One of the oldest streets. And there we have it, the old station house. And on the other side of there, I'm going to show you what I showed you a minute ago, where the cutting is, where the railway line came. So more railway history right here, not far from Asda. That's where the station was, behind there. And now I'm going to show you where the tunnel was. So just there, guys, where you see that green bit there is the other side to what I just showed you a minute ago when I was near Bentinck Street. And that's where the Great Northern Railway came up along here. Very thin, isn't it? Really thin part of land, but it was definitely through here. It cut through here from Sutton Lawn, and just under here was the tunnel to the station, which was on the other side. That is the end for today. It's been a great little walk again. Railway history at its finest.